Good morning or good day, gentlemen. Today I will show you something real nice. I have ordered some new nozzles for the 3D printer, for the Ultimaker. And these aren't Ultimaker originals. They are made by Hejiang China guy, somewhere in deep Chawing or something like that. And I would like to show you guys the quality of fabrication you get when you pay, I don't know, $50 each or something like that with shipping back here to Sweden. So first of all, these kinda look like the Ultimakers, sorta, kinda. Please focus. Well, focus ain't good, but you can see this part here, it's a bit shorter, and the fabrication, well, this one is worn out soon, but the fabrication is nicer. These parts are a bit chunkier. You can see it's a more, they are longer in this part here. I think they are longer by far. Perhaps not. I might be wrong. They might actually be identical in length. That would be nice. But anyway, these are fabricated somewhere in China. They are made from this six-sided bar that come in, I think it's called flat stock, when they just come in raw shape, and then someone where they have a CNC machine that machines it down to the dimensions and the threads and everything. And I don't think you can see it very well because my camera sucks, but the tapering out here where the thread starts are really rough. The threads themselves are a bit damaged, so I would think that the tool that they use to make these threads it ain't changed as often as they should do. And overall you can see that where they have done this, that slot for the end of the thread, they have used a sticking iron or whatever it's called, a stickler I think it's called. And you can also see that they are turning this a bit too fast. I mean, it's small, how can you turn it too fast? But either that, or their tools aren't really centered, because you get some interesting marks here, which you can't see on the camera very well, but there are some marks that tell me that the tool ain't centered when they are doing everything there. And then the most interesting thing, here you can see the little nozzle opening where the plastic is extruded. It ain't centered. Think about that for a while. They're making this entire thing in a CNC lathe where they machine everything and turn it around, and it seems quite okay. But the hole for the extrusion ain't in the center. And that tells me that this part is made in the CNC machine. They bore it through this 3mm hole, but then they leave it. And some other guy in the Chongqing factory takes this, puts it in a jig, and then drills this hole afterwards. And that jig ain't in the center. Or, I mean, it could just be a clamping tool, and they just drill it. It doesn't even really need to be a jig at all, because they are different, these two. This one is better. The hole here is almost in the middle. Much better. But this one, no, it's not even close. So I would think that they made them, this part, they make this part in millions. But then when they drill them for different sizes of extrusions, because these you can get from 0.35mm up to 0.6mm, I think I found them. And these are 0.4 because reasons. So I guess they drill them afterwards. Oh, this camera. Anyway, so I think they drilled these afterwards and such. I mean, that's fine. It's a way to keep the cost down. If they had these drills in the lathe, they had to change. I mean, they could just do like 100 of these and then turn it around and use another drill. But it's quite hard to drill small holes with crappy equipment. And I guess, I mean, not saying that all Chinese factories are crappy, but I guess this factory ain't top notch though. But I will try them out when this guy ain't shooting no more. I will change them out and put this on. Oh, top tech tip. If you are experiencing leakage from your 3D printer, this printer has been prone to leak up here. From the back you can see some blackness there from some plastic that's leaked out. And also they are prone to leak from here, from down here where you have the seam between the brass nozzle and the aluminum heater block. And a simple way of solving that is to use ordinary plumber's Teflon tape, this white stuff, and just run this along the threads of whatever you're gonna thread in there from the nozzles. And you can be quite liberal with it. It doesn't really matter. Just use more than you think, because if you use less, this will happen. You will have a leakage instantaneously. But use more than you think. And also, when you apply the thread sealant, apply it so when you tighten the nut up, it also tightens the thread sealant up. You get my drift? So the end of the thread sealant or the thread tape should be so when you turn it, it follows the threads. It doesn't go against the threads. That's a top tip. And then if you can find this, I mean, it's readily available in all hardware stores and plumbers have it. They have some thicker ones that are, this one is 0.075 millimeters in thickness. There are one that is 0.1 millimeter and tends well, it tends to work better if you use the one that is a bit thicker in this part here. So, top tip, use Teflon PTFE tape whenever you want to keep the leakage out. It will be better. Well, that's all from me, and keep your head in the game.